Beats that make a break dances pop. Beats that make a break dances pop.
Hello guys and welcome back to another high octane, dare I say it, supercharged vlog, guys. It's really, oh man, I just love doing these vlogs for you guys. I am of course referring to the series that I'm currently busy with of my The Fast and the Furious model movie cars. And we are specifically looking now at the hero cars and the feature cars from The Fast and the Furious 2001, also known as the original and the very first The Fast and the Furious film. I hope you guys are ready because it's Dominic Toretto's red Mazda RX-7 1993 from The Fast and the Furious 2001. So basically, this is the very first car that we see Dominic Toretto drive, like ever in Fast and the Furious history. And it's literally like if a car had icon status, you can bet your bottom dollar, guys, this car would definitely be right up there with icon status in the Fast and the Furious movie, film franchise, or film series. And the biggest thing, or the reason why I bought the Mazda RX-7 is because of that iconic quarter-mile drag race scene. You guys are missing out on an adrenaline rush of movies, guys. That's the best way to describe the Fast and Furious movie. The very first time that we actually see the RX-7 on screen is when Brian O'Connor, played by the late great Paul Walker, infiltrates a quarter-mile drag race with a green Mitsubishi Eclipse. If you guys go onto my YouTube channel, you will see what I'm talking about. And so he comes to this quarter-mile drag race, and he's looking for Dominic Toretto, played by, arguably one of the best leading men in Hollywood right now, Vin Diesel, guy. Without Vin Diesel playing that iconic character of Dominic Toretto, we wouldn't even have a Fast and Furious franchise as we know it today. So Brian's hanging around there talking to Hector, and then Edwin comes to, flap his gums and tries to boast that he's the best racer. And then all of a sudden you just hear complete silence, and you hear this boom, 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 boom. And then the whole Toretto gang just shows up with Dominic driving in the front. And that is the very first time, that we see the RX-7 on screen. I'll see what I can fit into the video because there's a lot of sequences and there's so many iconic moments and witty banter. So I'll see what I can fit into Dominic Toretto's Mazda RX-7 video. But continuing on with the quarter-mile drag race story. So basically they all line up, and then instantly Dominic has a advantage pulling away. And nearer to the end of the race, he activates his nitros when he sees that Brian is going to overtake him. He just pulls out his the secret compartment thing where the button is in his car for the nitros, and then literally it's within 5 seconds. It's like that, guys, and Dom wins the race. And then of course I did include that iconic, not that iconic moment, but the comical exchange between him and Brian O'Connor after Brian brings the Mitsubishi back, and JC looks under the hood to see the damage that Brian did. Dom looks at Brian smiling, laughing. He's like, "What are you smiling at? What are you smiling about? Dude, I almost had you." Brian says to Dom, and then Dom just laughs it off, and he's like, "You never had me. You never even had your car." And so that was just such an iconic moment and banter for me. And then what's also cool is my personal favorite iconic scene, and that is when the whole when the whole police scatter thing happens after the quarter mile race is over, and everybody starts like driving like meow meow meow. Everybody just starts driving off, and then Dom goes to this like secluded parkade or parking garage. He parks the Mazda there, clicks like quick quick to make sure it's locked, and then he just slaps on his brown leather jacket, walks out the parking garage, and hopes the cops don't recognize him. And of course, like I said earlier on in my video, if you guys remember my video on Brian's green Mitsubishi Eclipse, you will definitely see what I mean when I say the other half of the scene picks up after Dominic walks out the garage and the cop instantly recognizes him. He's like, Toretto, stop right there. So yeah, if you guys want to check the other half of that scene, you can go check out my very first The Fast and the Furious model movie car collection, Brian's green Mitsubishi Eclipse 1995, on my YouTube channels, if you guys want to see what happens in the rest of that scene. So guys, we have come to the end of Dominic Toretto's Mazda RX-7 1993 model video from The Fast and the Furious 2001. So thank you guys for just listening along and viewing the video, and that really means a lot to me. And I do these videos out of the love of my heart, and it's a lot that goes into making these videos. So any view or like that you guys give my videos, I really do appreciate it. I guess all that's left to say is strap in your seatbelt, get in gear, and stay tuned, because this is not the last video in my series of my The Fast and the Furious model movie car collection. Harry Dream Chaser!
What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me? You never had me. You never had your car. the last person in the world I expected to show up.
Yeah, well, I thought if I got in your good graces, you might let me keep my car.
You are in my good graces, but you ain't keeping your car.
Beats that'll make it break dances, pocket break dances.